And what about Bronny? It looks like he's made a jump.
Huh?
Feels more comfortable, getting a little more opportunity and taking it. How's that been?
No, it's been great. You know, not only as a father, but just as a student of the game, to see someone kind of use what he was able to do last year in the G League. You know, use that, get more comfortable, then go into summer league. And he'd be even more comfortable. And when his time has been called this year,
Stop it.
The South Bay Lakers played Tuesday night in the same gym against the same G-League competition. Two Lakers draft picks were on the floor, but their paths couldn't be more different. Dalton Knecht had a huge night. He scored 30 points, shooting 10 of 17 from the field and hitting 6 three-pointers. He looked confident, ready, and in control. Bronny James had a rough game. He finished with 4 points, shot 2 of 5, and had 4 turnovers in 22 minutes. It wasn't just one bad night. It showed how tough the adjustment to pro basketball can be. This isn't about attacking a 20-year-old still learning the game. It's about reality. Hype and famous names can open doors, but once you're on the court, only performance matters. Basketball always tells the truth.
There have been a lot of great players, and all their sons are whack.
Dalton Knecht was the 17th overall pick in the 2024 draft. He was the SEC Player of the Year and a proven college scorer, averaging over 20 points per game at Tennessee. He came into the league as a legitimate prospect who earned his spot through results, consistency, and performance.
Los Angeles Lakers select Bronny James.
Bronny James was the 55th pick in the second round. And let's be real, without the last name James, does he even get drafted? His one season at USC was disrupted by a cardiac arrest that nearly ended his career before it began. When he did play, the production wasn't there. He averaged 4.8 points per game on 36.6% shooting. Those are modest numbers by any standard. Yet look at the situation now. A 4-year guaranteed contract, constant media attention, 8 G-League development plan where he only plays home games, reportedly to avoid commercial flights. The preferential treatment isn't subtle, and it's not hidden. Tuesday night against the San Diego Clippers showed exactly why that's an issue. The December G-League showcase in Orlando already raised red flags. Against the Osceola Magic, Bronny scored 6 points on 3 of 7 shooting. Scouts have been quietly pointing out the same problem since draft night, and the film backs it up that he's 7 for 33 from three-point range in the G League. That's 21.2%. In a league where defensive pressure is lighter than the NBA and players are fighting for call-ups and 10-day contracts. Even with open looks, the shots aren't falling. The tape doesn't lie. At some point, development plans and hype stop matching, and performance is all that's left.
It's unfair that he is there, is what I'm going to say. You know, I think it's clear, like, the reason why he's there is because LeBron, you know, has kind of made sure he's there. He's just not an NBA player. He looks, in my mind, like almost like worse than he was last year, or it hasn't been any improvement.
Bronny's true shooting percentage is 45.4%. Put simply, that's extremely inefficient. NBA players get benched for numbers like that. G-League players often get cut for numbers like that. But Bronny isn't cut. He isn't benched and forgotten. He gets reassigned from the NBA roster so he can continue his development. That contrast is the point, and it's impossible to ignore.
Giving him a job in the NBA when the guy is clearly unqualified. This is classic nepotism. It undermines the game.
Now, let's focus on the player who actually belongs at this level and is proving it night after night.
Bring it down to 11 and Knecht right back to full. And Knecht gonna fire it up again. Got it! On fire! Knecht 4 for 3.
Back hoop spot Knecht. They've got to be something different.
Another one! Another one! Another one! Dalton Knecht!
Dalton Knecht's G-League debut wasn't just good. It was a statement. He dropped 30 points, hit 6 threes, and shot 59% from the field. This wasn't empty scoring against weak lineups. This was pure dominance. Nest's NBA start has been uneven. Limited minutes and defensive gaps have kept him out of J.J. Redick's tight rotation during crucial stretches. But here's the difference. When Nest gets opportunities, he produces. When the spotlight is on, he delivers. Remember his 19-point explosion against Memphis earlier this season? 5 for 5 from 3. That's what NBA-level shooting looks like. That's what separates true prospect from projects. The Lakers sent Nest to the G-League to stay sharp and get live reps while roster spots tightened. And he delivered, reminding everyone why he was lottery-level talent despite falling to 17. Now, let's compare G-League resumes. Context matters. Bronny James currently averages 9.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 4.7 assists. Not terrible on paper, but the details tell the story. His shooting splits are poor, his offensive game lacks creativity, and scouts from the Winter Showcase all agreed. He needs extensive G-League time to develop even the most basic offensive skills. Meanwhile, Nest is thriving, proving why genuine talent paired with opportunity is undeniable.
A real question. This is no hate. This is real shit. Why he in the G?
At
And
all.
Bronny not in the G.
Dalton Connect. In his single G-League game, he scored 30 points. One game, yes, but in 20 NBA appearances this season, he's also averaged 6.4 points, shooting 47.1% from the field and 36.6% from three. For a rookie still finding his way, those are solid numbers. The difference is clear. Nest has legitimate NBA-level skills that translate. Bronny, on the other hand, has potential. And in professional basketball, potential without production is just a polite way of saying not ready. The Lakers drafted Bronny largely to appease their franchise player, create a historic father-son moment, sell jerseys, and generate headlines. Mission accomplished, the media ran with it. The viral clips of LeBron and Bronny sharing the court during the season opener perfectly crafted the narrative the Lakers wanted. But basketball doesn't care about narratives. The scoreboard doesn't care about legacy or last names. And right now, the scoreboard is screaming that Bronny James isn't ready for this level. The special accommodations, only playing home G-League games, the guaranteed 4-year contract, constant shuttling between NBA and G-League rosters create an impossible environment. Bronny can't develop properly without the full G-League experience. He can't earn genuine respect when everyone knows he's operating under a different set of rules. Even the most supportive analysts admit this is a serious problem. When ESPN's Shams Charania said Bronny isn't a normal, everyday G-League player, he wasn't giving him a compliment. He was pointing out the preferential treatment that undermines any real development pathway. Here's the hard truth. Dalton Connect's 30-point performance should be the headline. A first-round pick showing his talent, making the most of a G-League opportunity. That's the story. Instead, the conversation keeps circling back to Bronny James. Does he even belong here? That's not fair to him. He didn't ask for the spotlight. He didn't demand special treatment or a guaranteed contract. Those decisions came from Lakers management trying to keep LeBron happy. But the consequences are real. Every struggle, every bad shooting night, every 4-turnover game gets magnified. Critics grow louder, defenders get defensive, and Bronny becomes a lightning rod for debates about nepotism and merit in pro sports. Meanwhile, Dalton Connect just keeps playing, proving doubters wrong, showing that when you can actually play, the game takes care of itself. Tuesday night South Bay Lakers game said all Dalton Connect equals an NBA player temporarily in the G-League to stay sharp. Bronny James equals a G-League player temporarily in the NBA because his last name opens doors most prospects can't even see. This isn't hate. It's not jealousy. It's reality. The real question now, will the Lakers be honest about it? Will they give Bronny the full G-League experience he actually needs? Will they stop the special accommodations and let him develop like every other second-round pick trying to earn his way? Or will the Lakers keep up the charade until it's impossible to ignore that Bronny James, despite all the hype and pedigree, simply isn't ready for this level? Dalton Connect's 30-point G-League debut should have been the feel-good story of the night. Instead, it served as a stark reminder of just how far Bronny still has to go. The clock is ticking. Comparisons are inevitable, and at this moment, the gap is clear, and it's not even close.